get straight to breaking news this midday. Eugene police responding to shots fired on Bailey Lane. Schools right now on lockdown. We have live team coverage for you this midday. You also want to stay with KEZI 9 News for any updates. But we're going to start right now with KEZI 9 News anchor Brian Anderson, very close to Bailey Lane. In fact, you had a difficulty even getting there due to police making sure that everyone was safe.
Sean, I'm at an apartment complex right next to where this scene has unfolded, and I'm going to step out of the way briefly to show you. I see at least one ambulance. I see a fire truck off in the distance as well. Campus itself is still quiet. As far as we understand, campus is still on lockdown at Monroe Middle School. Neighbors who live in this apartment complex here, several of them have students here at the middle school, and they have not been able to see their kids or to get onto campus. This fence line right here is where you pass through to get onto the school property, and they told me that when they tried to do so, they were told by law enforcement officers on scene to step back and get off the property. So this is still a very fluid situation, obviously upsetting to the parents who are just waiting to hear from their kids. I asked one father, who you're going to hear from in just a moment, what it was like, how he found out about what was going on, and he said that he was driving by the school when he saw all the flashing lights from the law enforcement vehicles, and that was a very upsetting scene for him because it immediately triggered memories from school shootings around the country. Take a listen.
My heart dropped. I see all the fear and all of the tragedies on the news that happened with school shootings, and that was my first thing, is there was a shooting at my kids' school.
All right, so you hear from him about how he thought about other school shootings around the school. We don't believe that this shooting happened on school property, but very near to it. We're going to stay out here, Sean, and continue to monitor the situation. Again, I may see a few law enforcement officers on property. I can't tell because it's pretty far away, but things are quiet here from now. I also just interviewed another neighbor who heard the shots fired, and she walked outside to see what was happening. You're going to hear from her in just a little bit. Reporting live, I'm Brian Anderson for KEZI 9 News.
I really quickly want to let everyone know that Monroe Middle School as well as St. Paul Parish right now are on lockdown. Sheldon High School is on lockout. Those shots allegedly fired in the 2900 block of Bailey Lane. And police are saying to avoid Bailey Hill Lane. But we want to get right now to continuing coverage. We're going to go to KEZI 9 reporter Michael Severin. He just got finished right now actually speaking with Eugene police about what is happening right now. Let's go to him.
Sean, I'm here at the intersection of Coburg Road and Bailey Lane, and we're still waiting to hear from EPD about exactly what happened here. We've been told that a spokesperson with EPD should be arriving here momentarily. But as you can see, this road behind me, this is Bailey Lane. This is blocked off from Coburg Road. Police are not letting regular traffic go through. They have allowed some traffic to go through, as well as police have been going back and forth all day, including some ambulances and fire trucks as well. Earlier today, there was a fire truck blocking the road just down behind me here. That fire truck is now moved closer to the Monroe High School grounds area. But as I said, we're still waiting to learn from a spokesman exactly what happened here on the shots fired. Of course, these lockdowns are still in place here. We'll have more as soon as we learn more of exactly what's going on here. Reporting live in Eugene, I'm Michael Severin, KEZI 9 News.
And we are working to actually go live from that press conference when we do speak with Eugene police. But again, 3 schools affected by this. This is Monroe Middle School, St. Paul Parish on lockdown, as well as Sheldon High School also on lockdown. Stay with KEZI 9 News for continuing live coverage. You can also go to KEZI.com. And again, we will continue to update this breaking news situation with live updates right here on midday.